Hi and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. Thank you so much for being here. Full body stretch. Hopefully you're feeling good already, but if not, we're going to see what we find. We're going to play along the way and just really be open to an adventure of moving mindfully and focusing on our breath. Sitting up nice and tall, roll those shoulders up and back. And let your shoulders slide down and away. I say an adventure because it always is. We never know what we're going to find. Roll those shoulders up and back one more time. Close those eyes and let your hands, your shoulders, your arms be heavy. Let those hands just float down by the floor. Pressing your palms into the mat and gently tip your head forward, chin to chest. Always being kind, always being mindful, always checking in with the breath. Inhale, head up nice and tall and gently lean your head to the right ear over the right shoulder, just checking in. Inhale, head up nice and tall, and as you exhale, a gentle lean of the head to the left. Inhale it up nice and tall. Shift your hands forward to the shins. Press it forward, arch your back, lift your face, look up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, hollow your tummy and chest, press your spine towards the back. Just lean it back, hollow the chest, little tuck of your chin. If you want to, a little shimmy of those shoulders. If you're like, that doesn't feel great, I'd rather just sit here. Do that. And then inhale, press it through. Once again, arch your back, looking up. And exhale, hollow. Inhaling it up nice and tall, reach it high. And as you exhale, release that right hand down, left arm up and over. Give a little push with that right hand. Lift the left side of the rib cage. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. And exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over. Little push with that left hand, lift the right side of the rib cage. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. As you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit. Maybe turn and look out over your back shoulder. And just breathe. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. And as you exhale, we turn to the right. Left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you. Sit up as tall as you can sit. And turn and look out over that back shoulder. Breathe. Inhale, reach it high, turn it back to face front. Let those arms float down by your sides. Rock it back, switch. Other leg is in front. We bring those hands down, pressing the palms towards the ground. As you exhale, lean your head to the right. Inhale, head up tall, and then lean your head to the left. Inhale, head up nice and tall, chin to chest. With the chin towards the chest, roll those shoulders up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, head up nice and tall, reach it high. As you exhale, release that left hand down, right arm up and over. Give a little push with that left hand, lift the right side of your rib cage. Turn your gaze down towards the floor, circle that right arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back. Once again, circling that right arm up and over. And inhale, rise, both arms reach up. And exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Give a little push with that right hand, lift the left side of the rib cage. Breathe. Inhale, both arms come up, reach it high. And exhale, let those arms just float down by your sides. Let's come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We take a big breath in, and as you exhale, draw that right shoulder towards your right hip, hip towards your shoulder, and just look out to the right of that right pinky. Inhaling it back to center, and then exhale, left side. That left shoulder towards your left hip, hip towards your shoulder, and just looking out beyond that left pinky. We inhale it back to center, moving at the pace of our breath. Exhale that right side, crescent shape with that spine. And then inhale it back to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale it back to center. Walk those hands towards the top of your mat and then press those sit bones back. Glue your hands where they are. As we extend those arms out nice and long and reach those sit bones back, this great stretch through the shoulders, down the spine, into the hips. Breathe. Inhale it up to that modified plank, and as you exhale, let your hips dip down towards the ground. We turn and look out over that right shoulder, just a little rotation, peeking out over that right shoulder. Inhaling it back to center, and then exhale, we look out over that left shoulder. Encouraging flexibility of the spine, coming back through center, tuck your toes, lift your hips back to a neutral space, and then extend those legs to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. Feet are hip width apart. Heels gently sinking. You're welcome to bend those knees as much as you need to. Inhale, bend those knees, and then exhale, extend those legs. Again, we bend those knees, almost like we're going to touch the mat with those knees, and then exhale, extend it back. Let's do that one more time. Flexibility through the ankles, through the toes, and we're back to our down dog. Swaying the hips side to side. Just breathe. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Let those hips be heavy. Lift out of those shoulders. Lengthen through the crown of the head. As you exhale, we're going to roll to the outside of that right foot as we turn and look out over that right shoulder. Inhale it back to center only as far as feels good to you. And then one more time, we rotate. We roll to the outside of that right ankle. We look out over that right shoulder, and then we come back to center. Step it back to plank. You can lift those hips to down dog or crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Let your heels sink, give yourself a moment. And then shift your weight to your right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Toes are slightly turned open. Let your hips be heavy. Lift out of those shoulders. Stay strong through your belly. Oof, feeling those hips, feeling those hip flexors. As you exhale, let that left knee roll open as you roll to the outside edge of that foot. Look out over your left shoulder. And then we bring it back to center. Do that one more time. Roll it open. And back to center. Step it back to plank. Lift your hips to down dog or crocodile. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips to down dog. Lifting those sit bones high. Head's heavy. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Feet are hip width apart. Let your head be heavy. Bend your knees and lower your tummy and chest down onto your thighs. Just let your head be heavy. Flip the backs of the hands to the mat, just to the outside of your feet, and gently press the backs of the hands into the mat. Feels good to you, begin to extend your legs. Breathe. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. And then shift weight back to your heels, noticing that influence of the stretch down the backs of the legs, but also the forearms and the wrist. Shift your weight forward and shift your weight back. Flip those hands back to the mat and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. At the top, roll those shoulders up and back and let your shoulders slide down. And we do that again, big shoulder roll. Take it up and back and let those shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, left arm down, right arm high. Lean in, reach, look up if that feels okay on your neck. Otherwise, straight ahead. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side. Left arm up, right arm down. Breathe. Inhale, both arms come up. Bring your palms to gently touch. Interlace your fingers all but the index finger and thumb. Step those feet side by side. If you need a little wider stance, or if you'd like to have a wall handy, take care of yourself and find that for you. Find a focal point out in front and slowly shift your weight forward. Lift your heels. Breathe. It's about meeting yourself wherever you are in your practice today, challenging yourself appropriately, keeping a sense of humor, being kind. Slowly float those heels back to the mat. Separate those heels just about an inch or two. And then pull those hands to heart center. Shift your weight to your heels. We sit to chair. Inhale, rise, reach it high. As you exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale, reach it high. Pull those hands to heart center. Sit to chair. Inhale, we rise, reach it high. Exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale it up nice and tall. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Rock back to your heels, open those feet. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, take a giant sit back with your right foot. Back knee to the mat if you like, otherwise knee is off. Those arms circle up and overhead for our crescent lunge. Inhale, lengthen, reach it forward, hinging forward just a little bit, about a 45-degree angle. Turn your palms to face the ground, and as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale and pull it back. One more time, reach it out. And exhale, pull it back. Extend those arms, reach it high. Circle the arms to the back. Release that right hand to the inside of your foot. Rotate and reach. Left arm up. Circling that left arm around behind your back. Forearm along the small of the back. Just taking the back of the hand, nestling it against the back of your body, and using that as an anchor as you work to rotate that left shoulder back even more. We extend left arm high. Gently release your hand down. Bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes and begin to press back. Lifting those left toes, squaring your pelvis, drawing your nose towards your knee. Breathe. Inhale, transition that weight forward, bending that left knee once again. And exhale, press it back, extending that left leg, square the pelvis, nose towards your knee. Inhale, transitioning that weight forward once again. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. Add a flex of that right foot and then square your pelvis, lowering that right side of the pelvis down just a bit. Oh my goodness. Good stretch down the back of that right leg. And gently release it down to down dog, holding your down dog, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. How you doing? Take a second if you need a drink. Grab one. Little shift of your weight forward and back. Toes to heels, heels to toes. We come back to center and ever so slowly ragdoll your way up. At the top, we roll those shoulders up and back, and shoulders slide down, and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll, up and back, and shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach it high, bending that right elbow, hand behind your head, left hand to the elbow, and just gently press. Chin staying off the chest, just a nice stretch in the tricep and the shoulder. We can keep those feet hip width apart, or shift your weight to that left foot. Right ankle crosses behind the left, and a little lean to the left. The inner thigh squeeze will help stabilize. Just a really nice stretch down that right side of the body. Inhaling it up nice and tall, release that right foot from behind the left. Extend those arms and then bend that left elbow, hand behind your head, right hand to the elbow in a gentle press. Again, we're checking in with that stretch in the shoulder and the tricep. We're being kind. Keeping those feet hip width apart, or shift your weight to your right foot. Left foot crosses behind, and we bring those ankles just as tightly together as we can get them, and a little lean to the right. Just to what feels good. Challenging but good. Inhaling it back up nice and tall, releasing that left foot from behind the right. Extend those arms and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down and take a giant step back with your left foot. Circle those arms back and up and overhead to our crescent lunge. Back knee can be down if you'd rather, or that back leg can be long. Shoulders are soft. Slow your breath, lengthen, and hinge it forward. Nice long line down the back of the body. Reach out, turn your palms to the ground, and as you exhale, pull those elbows back and down as you lift your chest. Inhale, reach it out, core strong. Exhale and pull it back. One more time, inhale, reach it out, and pull it back. And extend those arms up high. Circle those arms back, releasing that left hand to the inside of your right foot. Rotate and reach. Right arm high. Extend out of the shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. We circle that right arm around behind the back, forearm along the small of the back. Nestle the back of the hand against the back of the body and roll that right shoulder back. Are you breathing? How you feeling? Hopefully good. Extending that right arm high once again. And slowly release that right hand down, hand on either side of your foot. Bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes and slowly press it back. Extending that right leg, lifting those right toes, squaring your pelvis, drawing your nose towards your knee. Inhale, transition that weight forward, bending that right knee. Long stretch down the front of that left leg. And then exhale, press it back. Right leg is long, toes are lifted, square your pelvis, nose towards your knee. Inhale, transition that weight forward once again, hands on either side of your foot, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. Go ahead and open up through the pelvis, lift that right leg as high as you can. Add a flex of that right foot and then slowly lower that right side of the pelvis down. As you square your pelvis, oh my goodness, down the back of that left leg. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Bring your knees to the mat. Walk your hands back to tabletop. Find your breath. Shift your weight to your right hand. Left arm reaches up. As you exhale, left hand passes through. Shoulder to the mat. Side of the head to the mat. Rotate and reach. Right arm up. Extend and lengthen. Just got a nice pop in my spine. Those self-adjustments, I love it. You just got to make sure they feel good. Rotating that right palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of your face. And we lift that right arm high. Gently release it down. Press it back up, roll it open and extend. Left arm high once again. And then gently release that left hand down. Shift your weight to your left hand. Right arm extends up. Reach it high. As you exhale, pass that right hand through. Shoulder to the mat. Side of the head to the mat. Rotate and reach. Left arm high. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Extend out of the shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. Slow your breath. Check in. Gently release that left hand down. Press it back up. Roll it open. And once again, extend that right arm high. And gently release your hand down. Come over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around, slide towards the center of your mat, and extend right leg out. Left knee is bent, sole of the foot right along the inside of your thigh. Inhale, reach it high. Flex that right foot, turn towards that right leg, reach it out. Release your hands. If you need to adjust where that left foot is, please do. And then slowly work to center your upper body onto that right leg. Breathe. If you need to have both legs extended out to that straddle stance, that is absolutely fine. If that knee doesn't like to be bent like that. Inhale, reach it out, core strong, sit all the way back. And turn back to face front, and let's switch sides. Extend left leg out, pull that right foot in, and again, if you need to have both legs extended out, that's perfect. Inhale, reach it high, flex that left foot, turn towards that left leg, hinge it forward, reach it out. Release your hands, relax the weight of the upper body down as best you can. So when I say relax the weight of the upper body down, just don't fight it. If you find yourself fighting it, adjust. Maybe we need to slide that right foot down the leg a little bit. Maybe we need to extend that right leg. Maybe we need to support a little bit more with the hands or the forearms. So just finding that space where we're not fighting, but we're not forcing. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Turn it back to face front and release those hands down by your sides. Again, let's crisscross those legs. Bringing the hands to the shins, close your eyes, and we're just going to make a big circle with our torso. Winding it down. Checking in, how do you feel? How are those hips? How's your lower back? How are those knees? As you come towards the front, once again, pause and switch directions. So we're going to come to Shavasana today in a seated position. If you're like, nope, I want to be on my back or my side or my tummy, you do you. Coming back to center. Inhale it up nice and tall. One more time as you exhale, just gently let your back come down, hollowing out the tummy and the chest, just leaning back, supporting with your hands. Inhaling it up nice and tall. Turning your hands, palms facing the sky. Sit up as tall as you can sit. And again, if you prefer, yes, you can be on your back. You can be kneeling. You can be in child's pose, any place that feels right to you. We quiet the mind. We soften the eyes. We relax the jaw. We breathe in, we breathe out, drawing in what we need, the love, the care, the strength. And then we exhale anything that's not going to serve us well today. Hopefully feeling light, calm and quiet, yet energized, healthy and strong. Recognizing the strength within the stillness. The sense of self within each breath. For the work that we put into ourselves is the most important work we will ever do. Far beyond all of our possessions. It's truly about what's in our heart, our head, and our spirit. Reminding ourselves of the importance of taking time to be, to breathe, time for movement, time for stillness, time for reflection, time for letting go. All of these things we get to do on our mat every time we visit. Helping to mold and create the very best version of ourselves from the inside out. May your heart feel full. May your mind be focused and centered. May your body be strong and healthy, helping to carry you through this life with ease and grace. May you feel loved and cherished, honored and supported each and every day. I want you to know how much I appreciate you. And I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Gently pull those hands to heart center. Open those beautiful eyes. My friend, thank you for being here. I hope that felt great. I hope we got rid of some stuff. I hope you found some stuff and had maybe a couple aha moments. I love that. But I hope it just felt great in every way. Until the next time, my friend, light, love, and namaste.